First down carry by Elliott. Room here to run. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 75 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. The first play from scrimmage? Some of these people haven't even taken their seat.
That's what is commonly known as a fast start. That's what my horse racing friends would say. They caught a flyer out of the gate, and guess what? They're in the lead now.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 22.
Gun!
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now Ryan on 2nd down. He completes it to Julio Jones. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Anthony Brown right there to knock it away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. And the play clock running very low, so Dan Quinn decides to call for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Hey, let's go. Left. 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down. 11.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. They go play action here on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. David Irving with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
12.
Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. That'll get a little bit back, give him 5 on the run, and they'll be left with a 3rd and 13.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Gun. You got 4. Ready, sit on it. White 25.
3rd and long. It's Ryan. This complete to Jones. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation.
Hey,
They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Dan Quinn's guys unable to come through there on 4th down. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. Ricardo Allen, the safety, makes the stop.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down.
Let's go. Let's finish now. Here we go. All right, hey. 26. Here we go. 47. 47. 26.
A 1st down carry for Smith. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
2nd down, Prescott. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide-open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
To throw is Prescott. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that one incomplete. Had some position, but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it.
Here we go, 46. Here we go. 180. Switch. Switch is 8. Here we go, 46, 46.
4th down, Prescott. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Here we go, 180. 26. 26.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Two minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a 1st down.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. This is Elliott. And he spins away. Oh, now he bowls him over. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
Hey, 47. 22.
They'll run with Elliott. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And the Falcons going to use another timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. One man in the backfield, that's Elliott on 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal.
Here we go. All right, hey.
Try to punch it in with Smith. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. A great effort there. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And here now come the Falcons. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. He's going to let this one go deep. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Ryan. He'll let it go deep for Freeman. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10. Final play of the half. Prescott. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or do they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Tyrone Crawford in on the tackle.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
They'll run it. Freeman. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Hey, express!
The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. And he's got Sanu. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Hey, wait. Let him go!
Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature.
And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. Randy Gregory able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. From the gun, Ryan. This is caught. It's Sanu this time for a Falcon touchdown. Mohamed Sanu, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and it's now 13-7. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Hey, we're going right there.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Again, it's Elliott. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
It looks way too easy right now. 2 carries, 2 straight first down runs. The eyes are carrying the legs to the proper hole, but they're being created by an offensive line that has the leverage game going for them right now. Lower than the defensive front, creating space, and he's finding it in a big way. Gotta love what they're doing on offense right now.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Cowboys with a football. They'll be looking to tack onto their lead as we get set for the fourth. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Now Elliott. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
A beautiful spin and room to run. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. He's having a nice little game. Maybe already has an eye on that 3rd touchdown.
And how about what our producer, Christian McLeod, likes to say when they've scored touchdowns like this? He's put a tent up in Touchdown City.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Falcons now. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But
and the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Randy Gregory in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. On 2nd down, Ryan. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.